Every new year, we say the same thing. This year, I'm gonna save and invest my money. But then just a few days later, you're at Uniqlo and £50 is gone for a pair of jeans that you didn't really plan to buy. And what's interesting is that people actually think they overspend because they're bad at budgeting. But I'm here to tell you, it's not about budgeting. So why does this happen? To put it simply, our brains care about rewards that we get now over the rewards we get in the future. Think about it this way. Would you rather spend £10 on a delicious chocolate cake, or would you rather invest the same amount of money and get a guarantee that you'll gain £15 back by the end of the month? On paper, investing seems to make sense because you wait and then you grow your money. But the way we think is kind of different here, because we can see the chocolate cake, we know that it's delicious, so our brain tends to favor what we can see now. And buying the cake is also much easier compared to investing. So most of the time, we tend to choose the option that feels good right now. But I'm not saying that buying a chocolate cake is bad for you. I myself is a big chocolate guy. But the problem is when this kind of overspending happens week after week all the time, then this starts to disturb our spending pattern. So there are two main ways that overspending can impact us. One is financial and the other is behavioral. So in terms of financial aspect, when we overspend regularly, we miss the chance to use that money to invest early. But of course, you can argue that life is too short for us and we just want to enjoy the present. And I respect your opinion for it because it may be true for some people. But if your goal is to build long-term wealth, then investing early really matters, because there's something called compounding effect, which I will explain in the later video. And that effect explains why we should invest early. So if you instead use that money to buy something that you don't really need, you miss the chance to grow that money. And the second is behavioral. This is usually more dangerous because if overspending becomes a habit, it doesn't really disappear even if your income grows. It just carries forward, because once your income grows, you'll start to buy unnecessary things like an expensive car, which really loses value the moment you buy it. And this simply happens because we fail to correct our habits early. But don't worry, because we're still young, you're still young. So there's a lot of time for us to make changes in how we spend our money. So how do we start correcting our overspending behavior early on? It just starts with a simple psychological trick, which is pausing. For example, let's say you're gonna buy a jacket, and if you're gonna buy it, think about it. Would you rather spend £50 on this jacket, or would you rather save that £50 for the future and compare those two options? And if the jacket is what truly matters for you, then go for it. The key is the pause of thinking there, because pausing helps us train our awareness, and over time you'll start to notice how often our brain tries to justify self-comfort, and that awareness is what builds real financial discipline. At the end of the day, this isn't really about being strict with your money, because we don't really want to be. This is about being aware of the choices that you're making. That small pause you make before buying something will not look like much, but over time, it's gonna build your habits, your discipline, and your future. If you found this video useful, I'll be explaining more about personal finance and global finance related content, so make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching the video. Bye.